Okay, let's start this video off. How is everybody doing? Strike a match. Welcome, Mr. TACPan's channel. Mr. TACPan's channel, but the thing is, it's nothing to do with really. I'm just like one piece of all the arms, and every arm that's out there has another body. All our bodies are connected to arms that we are always in. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I just want to go straight to the point. The X is used in bowling. They also use it to fill in the complete single square. If you ever look at the old way we used to do bowling, and even now, you always see the area space. How much area space and how much does the X actually take in that corner? Although they count it as 10. No, they don't. What if you're playing 5-pin? In 5-pin, there's a total of 15. That's an average of 3 per pin. But I think in 5-pin, the front pin, I'm not sure what it is. I think the front pin is worth 5. The next 3 are worth, what is it? 1 here, 2 and 2. Yeah, that's what it is. It's 1, 2, 2. Like there's no pins in the back. It's all the front. There's 5 in the front. So imagine if that triangle, and what is the triangle of the bowling game? Knowing the triangle of the bowling game, put 2 of those back to back. And the ball return obviously is in the way, which is like the roadway. So you have the ball return in the roadway if we had a bowling lane going that way and a bowling lane going this way. And the ball return is here. It goes back to here or back to here. And then there's another line going all the way to the front. Ball comes this way, goes to this side or that side, goes back into the underpass and comes back to the beginning. Why is all this relevant? Because everything is relevant. What do the numbers mean? What would the area space we need that if we just squared everything off? So what would be that triangle? So now if you have a triangle and you're playing 10-pin, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me draw this out and show it to you. Before we go into what I want to talk about, okay, let me see if I can get one of these pens. The bowling setup is, I'm just going to do it the easy way, okay? So it's 4, it's 3, it's 2, and it's 1. Look at the distance of what 2 is. Look at the difference of what 3 is. Look at the difference of what 4 is. Does size matter? Now we ask ourselves our question. Remember I once said from A to B to C to D. So AD comes together. And then I'm not sure if you can do this, but if this was from A to B, no, it's not, because A and B is over here, right? D is over here. And then A is over here. But I can't, let's just stay away from that, because in order to do the actual digital numbers, I need to have a minimum of 9. So I need to say that each one of these triangles gets a total of this entire box. This is where it comes from. Either it comes from there, and you cannot have it come from here. It only can go on this angle, because here's a space in between. And you can't, once you go in between, I'm only going to get to this side. So therefore, if I do that, you see it where it splits. I have a complete area over here, complete area over here, and each one is connected to the center. So that's why I'm staying away from that right now. And I just use the angle this way. Let me see if I can get a colored marker. So if you don't understand what I was doing, I was just plain understanding area space with images. Okay, this is your bowling setup. If I had the ball rack going through here, my next bowling setup would be So this would be my next bowling setup. And what's ironic about this, if you really look, we also have this diamond here. We have this diamond here. We have this diamond here. So we have 3 diamonds now in here. And then we have these 2 on the outside. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if it means anything. And then we have 1 here and 1 here and 1 over here. So we have 1 there and 1 here. So what's happening? How can we link the rest? What is it going to look like if I link the rest? You notice it's 2 hearts. How can I link these? How can I link these? Should I draw 2 lines down? Should I do this? Should I have done that? You ever notice that inside? I could have also, okay, if I wanted, instead of that line down here, let's just take out this line over here. What I would do is I would do that instead. And this is your Star of David, unfinished. This is your Star of David that connects the above and the below. And I'm just trying to figure out, so that would go to here, and then this one would go to here. Now, I'm only going to do this on one side because now it's a passage through. So I'm going to do it here and then here, and it goes right through there. And then when you turn it around this way, we can actually create a building out of it. Right, and then we also can create that arrow going right through. The arrow, the building, I'm just trying to bring a little more dimension into it. Maybe there's 2 buildings, 1 on each side. I don't know. I don't know. But the Star of David, and then when you take the whole picture into account, what you end up with is what looks like an 8. And also, this is what what's that guy? The guy in the Vatican, he wears that hat. It sort of looks like that. Not in this picture. Not in this picture. In French, n'est-ce pas? Is it not? They say it backwards, sort of backwards in French. Is it not? In French, when they use the word ne pas, when they say I don't have it, I know I don't have it, so they use this. The word moi means me, but it sounds like it can have the N on the end, which means less. And instead of saying listen to me, it says listen less. Coûte means to cut. Écoute. Warp speed. I just wrote this down because I was thinking of a wasp, and I was thinking of war, and this is the half-life. War of the churches right over here. War of the churches and the spirit inside the P. Beta creation of the resident angel in speed, standards and poor. This is where everything turns over. This P over here and this P over here. When you have this S, it comes with the R. The S is 19. The R is 18. They are above, they are crisscrossed to each other, and they are the average of the game, 37. You would also get 20 and 17, which is QT. You also would get, don't forget, in this cycle over here, this would be 1, this would be 9. This would be 2 and 8. So in the spirit cycle and in Rotas Sator, you're going to be coming up with these numbers also. 19 and 28 equals 47. Jesus of time on the cross in the cycle of the 28-day moon. Although it's 27 on something, the calculation is 364. I don't want to get into 19 times 19 brings us over to 361. Okay, plus 38 is 399. It's creation in Jupiter. The roadway was created in Jupiter. Okay, and it was created through Mercury and Venus, who are the runners of moons. Deimos, Phobos, and Luna. Communication, communicating constant.
The next one through this over here would be 16 and 21. And that would be 7 and 3, GC. They also call him God creation. 7 and 3. I don't know what to do with that. It's 3 and a third. 3 divided by 7. What's that calculation? 3 divided by 7 equals 4285. Okay. 7 divided by 3. I just want to see something. I just wanted to see something for myself. It didn't tell me anything. So anyways, the reason for this is 66 and 99, same thing. In rotation. Once you have both of them, once you pass 3, you have begun to create. Once you pass 3. Here is 4. If I put a mark here, it is 5. But if I do this and remove the mark, wow, I did, and remove the mark, right? I'd have 6. But 6 is the reverse of that mark. So how is 5 and 6 alike? 5 and 6 are alike in 5 areas. Imagine 5 and 6 are alike in 5 areas. What the ace does, okay, is the ace does this, then it does this, then it does this, and then it does this. It's a channel, and you bar it. You bar it through number 5, and you go 1, 5, 9. Just trying to see if I can, that's the way I can do it. One, 5, 9. I don't know if I should have made that design. Anyways, let's not talk about it. I don't want to get into that because this is my understanding. I'm going to show it to you a little clearer instead of having all this mishkabibble over each other. One of the reasons I talked about this 5 is because the 5, the 1 is the reverse of that 6. So it's brought up and it comes in through the 5, and 5 and 6 work together as 11. They're the birth, there's the student, their creation. They come through Mars. They come through the sun. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6. 11 and 30, 41. 30 minus 11, 19, the spirit. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 is 4 and 5. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 is 20, and 9 minus it is 11. Added it is 29 to birth. When you minus it, and it creates 2 plus 9 equals to 11. Okay, 1 times 1 equals to 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 times 1 equals to 2. 2 plus 1 equals to 3. 3 times 2 equals to 6. 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So we went all the way around to come back to 6 and 5 through 11. 6 and 5 is 11. So the stories are inside themselves. The part I wanted to do that I never got to, and what I'm talking about ace is ace goes around. Ace goes around number 5. Unless the movement is the half speed, and then we would be going right through. One of the two. You know what? I'm 13 minutes into this, and we're going to go on to this piece over here. This is Quebec. We're not going to do Quebec right now and how Quebec is implicated so much. I'm not going to get into the dividing of time between the 16-hour day and the 24-hour day, where we get 240 degrees and 120 degrees, but it cannot look like this. It has to look more like something like that, or it's got to look like 2 and 2, and I don't know, something like that. We'd have to make it something like that because we need twice the day as we do the night. So we got to make this smaller. And it reminds me of the nickel. of the nickel. Yeah, so this is what I want to talk about in this part over here. This is about 1 through 9. All the ways, okay, only by adding, how to get number 1. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 plus 6, 5 plus 5, 6 plus 4. There are 11. And the last one will restart the one with 2 zeros. It'll be an exact 1. So the 12th one brings you back to the first one. Or it brings you to the second level of 10 because there's now 1 more 0. Remember, when you're counting, right, when you go to 1,000, they put this over here. And then when you're talking about change, they do this. So we have to understand what they're telling us. In 9, you get sets of 3. With a dot or a period, you get sets of 2, 3 and 2. When do you get 4? You get the 4th one. Is showing me it's on the other side, and it's telling me how much there is above these zeros. Otherwise, I don't need any of these zeros. The stories are the stories. So what we have is when we get to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, when we get to 55, we now look backwards to 46 and forward. So the beginning or the split or the division is 55. So 1 gets 55. 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. The division is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th are the divisions. So we're going to tie these two together. 11, 11. 11 times 11 equals 121. 11 plus 11 equals 22, equals 143. Creation in DC, creation in the sun, electric company, 9 lives of the cat, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Basics. So 7 and 8. So when we go backwards, I go to 47, I go to 74. I go 2 backwards to 83 to 38. I go 3 backwards to 29, 3 backwards to 92, and my 4th one backwards is 101. And I can't go to 2, but I'm now at 11. Remember, if I go if I'm going backwards from 65 to 56, or am I going to here to here? Here's my 3rd one from 65. 1, 2. Here's my 3rd one from 56. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Starting from here, 1, 2, 3. Starting from here, 1, 2, 3. Correct. But if I'm going from here, okay, first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 5 over here. So I must stop here, and I must stop here. Unlike what happens over here, where there's a complete separate division between the numbers. When we get to number 3, the complete division is between 57 and 75, like I've always said. That is where Corona, that is where the freedom comes in. That is where the woman comes in. That is where the 2 worlds come in. The square head English. This is where the gateway comes in, the multiplication and addition, but I don't want to go into that right now. So you have this taking place 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have this taking place in the 8th position. I'd like to do this nicer one day, right? So if I have it in the 8th position, I go forward 1 and backwards 1. I go backwards 2 and forward 2. I go backwards 3, 1, 2, 3, and forward 3. I go backwards 4 all the way to 30. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4th one stops on this one over here. But the actual 1 and 2 are over here. So you see what happened? 102 came into 30. Now, why would I stop at 100? I would stop at 100. I'm going to explain to you why would I stop at 100 here? Why would I stop at 101 here? Why would I do that? Because let's say you're all over here. And there's a race going on, okay? And no one can pass this line. A, B, C, D. No one can pass this line. The minute you go here, the race has begun. So when you're over here, the race hasn't started yet, but it's your departure point. Your departure and your ending. Like the hockey rink. The puck can go out of the rink. You jump out of the box to get into the game, but you're still in the game, but you have to sit in the box, otherwise too many men on the ice. In the baseball field, so we have to come back to the beginning again. Imagine if it was a string, one straight string that I rolled around to this way, and this one here in the 2 digits is the 11th number. The 12th number is the end and the beginning of the new stretch, because you have to get out of the game. So 91 is the spirit, stretches out of the game is 100. 100 is 166. I'm not going to get into that right now. In this section over here, it happens between the 7th and the 8th, the gateway. In this one over here, it happens on the 8th. And when we go backwards, in order to get 21, I need 1, 1, 1 in order to get 21. Why? Go back 1, go back 2, go back 3, go back 4, go back 5. Go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 1, 1, 1 is 3 times 37. And 16 plus 17 plus 18, 19 plus 20 plus 21, okay, equals 35 and 37 and 39, equaling to 1, 1, 1. That is the center of the roulette, and it creates the cube, and it will create the Star of David, and it connects number 23 and 14, both number 5s. Okay, so here we get into the 8th core. This is what happens over here. We didn't get back to number 2 over here until we hit 110. So we have to hit 11 over here. First the zero's here, now it's over here. What does it mean? I really don't know. I just know we have to get to 110. Is it electricity? Is it a measurement? Is it 110 inches? Is it 110 seconds? Is it 110 minutes? 110 hours? We have to write all this down to know the difference. Now we're at number 4. At number 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 12th one. Okay, I'd like to make this even neater so you can all see. Should I start over again? Somebody tell me to start over again. Anyways, the 11th one is 94. The 12th number in the group, in the house of 4, the 12th number, the 12th number is 103. The 13th number is 112. The 14th number is 121. 11 times 11. Now, where is our division? We'll see how far we have to go in order to get back to 4. The division is over here at number 67 and 76. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is going to be the 8th, the heavens of the birth. The 8th and the 9th have to come together. Number 17 must come together, surrounded by the electronic blue planet, the silver spirit of matrix, the silver in the air, because that's what the numbers say. Silver 85, matrix 85, 58 is for number 2, TWO, woman transition. Since these two come together, I add them up, 76 and 67, they create 1313. $13.31. Anyways, it creates 44. This one over here. So anyways, the division is over here. So if I go forward, right, I'm really supposed to go overlap these two. I'm not supposed to go here, 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 and here. I'm supposed to go from here to here, connect these two, and then go first. And connect these two, and then go second, and connect these two, and then go third. And when I'm going backwards, I have to overlap these two. That's because these two are together, right? Is that what you call the 0 and the double 0? Because the single 0 that I would imagine in roulette is the 66, a single number splitting the reverse numbers. Here, there are two numbers that are the same with nothing in between. Here, there's a 55 reversing the two numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is in the 7th position. 7th from here, and from the end, which is number 11, 7 come 11, right? If that's the way you want to count it. We don't go into the hundreds. I needed to go into the hundreds to come over here for number 12. Over here, I needed the 13th. So number 2, I needed the 13th. In order to come back here, I needed the 12th. So it's telling me Venus male and Mercury female. Over here, I came back to 66. I was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would have to come all the way out here. So this would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I would go to 15 over here. It should be 14. So let me see this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 129 is going to be equivalent to 3. So that's 129. So that's 15th. This is O. This is M. This is L. L, M, O. So then we're going to go on to the next one over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We get the 67 and 76. So this is the 8th and the 9th. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go back 7 with this. Okay. And I'm going to go forward 7 with this. 85, 1, 2. Okay. 94. Okay. This is 2. This is the 3rd. This is the 4th. This is the 5th. The 15th is 130. That's the 6th. And the 16th is 139. That's the 7th. And if I would look at this one over here, I would have to think it would be the game of pool. Okay. And I went to the 16th. And that would be the P. And that's the half-life. Now, I have to put this on paper and straighten this out. If we went to number 5, it'd be 1, 2, and right, look at that. DC, number 5, the E world. Look at that. It shows up on the 3rd and the 4th. So if I can't even go backwards, because if I went forward, okay, I'd be going, let's say here and here, this is where I would stop right there. The E world stops right there. I can't go backwards anymore. So all of these are left open. The 5 is special. The next one, we have it happen on the 9th and the 10th number in number 6. So if I have to go back from the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Imagine I have to go back 8, so I would have to go forward 8. So the 10th is number 87. The 11th is 96. The 12th is 105. The 13th is 114. The 14th is 123. The 15th is 132. See the way they reversed here again, right? 14 and 15. This is where pi comes in. And I'm working in number 6. The 16th is 141. This is the exchange in the half-life. 1-for-1 exchange. How many did I say there was going to be? I said there's going to be 87, 78. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17th. 150. That's where you get Q gets Mars. And Mars gets Earth's Q. And 17, because 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 7 equals to 10 equals to 17. The Q, J, G. And in French, they exchange these two. And this 7 and 1 will create the gateway, the G and H. So we did that one. So we see we needed 17 to do that. We get to number 7, okay, and the reverse in number 7 is at 88. We have to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to go back. This is 8. 8 is the diff. Okay, this one here is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 88 is the 10th, is the division. So you have to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to go back to here is 1, to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have to go forward. So the 97 is the 11th. This is for number 7. And you have 97 is the 11th. 106 is the 12th. And we have to go back. How many did I say we have to go back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers. So this doesn't count because that's the 11th. So let me see. Hold on a second. Yeah, so it counts as 1. So yes, this is first. This is second. 115, 124, 133, 142, 151, 160, 13th 3, 14th 4, 15th 5, 16th 6, 17th 7, 18th 8, 169. 13 times 13 equals 169. That is the monopoly. That is the half-life spirit. So you have 169, and that is the 19th, and number 9, and that is the spirit. You see, it's connected to the R. R connects to S, QRS, through Mars, through the half-life, through the cat. I like to call these in rotation because of their mathematics. This is also in rotation of DC and Mars, time heaven, TH. This is all TH. Now there's number 8 and number 9, but I'm extremely tired and I want to redo it all and share it again. And it sews together. Sometimes there's a number in between. Like the numbers in between, I'm just going to do this real quick. The numbers in between are 55, between 46 and 64. That's for number 1. For number 2, it's 56, 65, 47, 74. Number 3, the center of number 3 is 66. Is that correct? 66, 57. Whoop, it's too close. 66, we have 57 and 75. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4 is 67, 76. 58, 85. Number 5 equals to 23 and 32, 14 and 41. 42. Number 6, 78 and 87. 78 and 87 and 96 and 69, and that's 52. So the next one is 7. And we're going to go to, I'm guessing 7, 43, 34. Is that what it would be? 43, 34? Seven, 43, 34. See, I went to 79.97, right? But it first begins at 43, 34. So we have to have 34, 43, 25, 52. And it happens again at 79. Is that right? 79, 88, 97. So, and I have a whole design for this. So that's 7. So now number 8 has to be 89, 98. Seven. Okay, number 8 is 3553. Number 8 is 3553. I don't like that. 3553, 2662. This is where EC and dog, God, Queen come in. Electric company, 11 craps. And there's the odds. So that's where 8, and then it becomes 89.98. And then again, it happens at 89 and 98. And this is the 11th number, and this is the 10th. And this is the 4th and 5th. The 4th and the 5th. And the 98th, and this would become 80. Is that what it is? 80? Yeah, it becomes 80 and 107. And 107 is exactly Earth's creation, and that's the 12th number. 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 plus 2 equals 07. And now there's number 9. And now there's number 9. Number 9 is 4554. 45, 54, 36, 63. Is there anyone else? No, 99 in between 109 if I want, but I don't. And it also has a value of 69. I'm going to go over another day. The house planet, 9 is in rotation. 69. Where do I get this? 8 and 1, 80. Oh, right. I stopped over here. Let me see, is this right? 9 and 9 is 18, 19. Why would I get 69? Why did I? Oh, right. 99 and 9. 9 and 9 equals 9. 9 and 0 is 9 plus 6 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6. All zeros equal 6. I'm just adding these two. Just the last two. Okay, so that's what we get. So this is the, which number is this one? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth. The 5th and the 6th. And this is when the student comes out. Creation. Although 11 looks like that and not that, because that is said as to die. A cube. Raphael 7286, thank you for being here. It's about you and about me, and a thank you very much. Mazel tov. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus.